Hi guys, welcome to the Wrestling Retrospective, and in today's episode of The Landscape After WrestleMania, I want to talk about Drew McIntyre and making him one of the top heels in WWE and kind of the face of the company again. Now, I'm aware Drew is 100% a main eventer, and I don't think anyone could ever dispute that. But what I want to see to him is to be the heel of WWE. Like, the biggest bad guy in the company, the biggest bastard in the world, you know? But to be fair, these past few years have been really good for Drew as far as character development goes. Win-losses in championships has been a big bottle job, and we've seen how that's been. You know, losing matches to Jey Uso, multiple world title opportunities squandered, mainly because of CM Punk. But yeah, Intercontinental Championship aspirations failed. But honestly, Drew's biggest accomplishment, probably over the past few years, has been he's one of the few people who actually pinned Cody since he returned. But that's kind of not great. You know, you consider the fact that he won the world title at WrestleMania, but obviously Punk cost him that and he got cashed in on, and more people tend to remember the cash in rather than Drew actually winning the title. And of course he won Money in the Bank, which he absolutely fumbled in what was a complete waste of Money in the Bank. But you know, he shouldn't have won it in the first place, in my opinion. But the guy has been shat on so many times that he 100% deserves his due, and that is to become a world champion and to be the face of the company once again, like he was back in 2020/2021. And yeah, I feel like with the prediction of Jey beating Gunther for the World Championship at WrestleMania, I think Drew is the perfect person to beat Jey for the World Heavyweight Championship following that, maybe after a decent amount of time as World Champion for Jey. And it also comes full circle through the Bloodline and Drew's massive feud they had, and how Drew's essentially like the beginning of this heel turn from Drew came at the expense of the Bloodline. To have him take the world title from Bloodline member would, as I said, bring this full circle. And yeah, I think it sets in motion like what could be a big heel run and maybe even become John Cena's last opponent. Like, I know that Cena again has recently turned heel, but one thing I would love to see happen, and I mentioned it in the video I did about John Cena turning heel, is that I'd love to see Drew McIntyre take Cena's spot in this kind of corporation group and be the guy helping The Rock out, where Cena turns face, maybe betrays The Rock, but then Drew McIntyre comes in and fills that space, takes out Cena, and Drew McIntyre then retires John Cena just like he retired somebody else, so I can't remember. I know he had a big part of Kurt Angle's retirement, but obviously Baron Corbin took that one. But yeah, you kind of got Drew in that position of being the guy that ended John Cena essentially, which will be huge for him and really put him in a position of, you know, being that face of the company, being the biggest heel in WWE, which I think would do the world of good for him. But yeah, what do you think of Drew McIntyre? Do you think he could get back to being the face of the division? I feel like there's definitely a world championship reign I really feel like there is a championship reign in him over the next year. It's just a case of how they go about it. But I feel like, as I said, if they have him take it from Jey, it kind of fits the story and the narrative of his heel turn in the first place. But yeah, do put down in the comments what you think. Do leave a like on the video if you're enjoying this series or this video specifically. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.